So after completion of second phase of aerobic respiration, the third phase is TCA cycle. The name TCA cycle is given because the most of the acids formed during this third phase, they contain 3 carboxylic groups. They contain 3 carboxylic groups. Therefore, this cycle is known as TCA cycle. It is also called as Krebs cycle. It is also called as Krebs cycle because this reaction was first time discovered by the scientist Hans Krebs. Hans Krebs. Therefore, it is also called as a Krebs cycle. It is again called as citric acid cycle because when one molecule of acetyl coenzyme A condenses with one molecule of oxaloacetic acid, it forms the first product, that is citric acid cycle. Therefore, the name is given to this reaction as citric acid cycle. So when one molecule of acetyl coenzyme A is repeatedly oxidized in a TCA cycle reactions, it produces, that is a net output of this reaction, it is 3 molecules of reducing power NADH2, then 2 molecules of carbon dioxide, then 1 molecule of FADH2 and 1 molecule of ATP, they are formed. So we will see the different reactions of the TCA cycle. Okay, these are the different reactions of the TCA cycle. Here 1 molecule of acetyl coenzyme A condenses with 1 molecule of oxaloacetic acid and it forms the first product, citric acid. Hence the name is given to this reaction, that is the citric acid cycle. Now this reaction takes place in the presence of enzyme citric acid synthesis, and here coenzyme A is released. Now this citric acid undergoes isomerization to form cis-aconitic acid in the presence of enzyme aconitase. Cis-aconitic acid formed, it is hydrolyzed into isocitric acid. So this reaction takes place in the presence of enzyme aconitase. Again, now the isocitric acid formed undergoes oxidation. So this isocitric acid is oxidized to form 2-oxoglutaric acid. So this reaction takes place in the presence of enzyme isocitrate dehydrogenase. So in this reaction, 1 molecule of carbon dioxide is released and 1 molecule of NADH2 is formed. Now the 2-oxoglutaric acid formed in this reaction undergoes oxidation. So in this oxidation, again 1 molecule of carbon dioxide is released with the formation of 1 molecule of, that is reducing power NADH2. So this oxidation takes place in the presence of enzyme 2-oxoglutarate dehydrogenase. Now the 2-oxoglutaric acid after oxidation gets converted into succinyl coenzyme A. Succinyl coenzyme A formed here is converted into succinic acid in the presence of enzyme succinyl coenzyme A synthetase or succinyl thiokinase. Here 1 ATP molecule is formed in the presence of a enzyme activator metal ion magnesium. The succinic acid formed from the succinyl coenzyme A undergoes oxidation reaction. So in this oxidation of the succinic acid, a fumaric acid is formed from this succinic acid in the presence of enzyme succinate dehydrogenase. Here, that is the one molecule of FADH2, that is the reducing power, is formed. The fumaric acid undergoes hydrolysis to form a malic acid. So this conversion of fumaric acid into malic acid after hydrolysis takes place in the presence of enzyme fumarase. Now the malic acid formed undergoes oxidation in the presence of enzyme malate dehydrogenase, and here one more molecule of NADH2 is formed. So in this way the three NADH2 molecules are formed, one here, and third here. One FADH2 molecule is formed at this place, and one molecule of ATP is formed at this place. Now the oxaloacetic acid formed is utilized again to continue the TCA cycle. In this way, the net output of this reaction is 3 NADH2 molecules, 1 FADH2 molecule, 1 ATP molecule, and 2 CO2 molecules are formed. So these are the reactions of TCA cycle. Thank you.